All right, for the test you are all taking. For the test you are all taking. For the test you are all taking. Those that chose not to pay attention a few minutes ago, that was just fine. Now probably you should choose to. All right. It will actually say based on the unit circle. So it's going to be based on the unit circle. You're going to have your unit circle out. You're going to have formulas out, etc., etc. You're going to be Snapchatting. Oh, that's just one of you. Oh, somebody is Snapchatting right now. And this would ask you to probably find one of the values. Well, think for a moment. If it said x equals root 2 minus x, you would add x to both sides. That's what we'll do here. We'll add sine to both sides, and we get 2 sine of theta equals square root of 2. I just added sine on both sides. If you had something that said 2x equals root 2, you divide by 2. Here we divide by 2, and we get the sine equals root 2 over 2. And this would ask for all the answers between 0 and 360. So I am thinking, looking at my unit circle, which you're all doing right now, except the one Snapchatting, I think we're going to get 45 and 135, and you could answer degrees. Am I right on that? Yep. Cool. All right. A question that was asked a great deal yesterday was this one. Let me put one similar to this. This was probably yesterday's most asked question. All right, and anytime we get a little issue, I'm going to say, okay, did the little one with the x's there, is that written with the same kind of formula there? You would distributive property, you would pull an x out front. X divided by x is 1, x is out front, y is like that. Cool? So here, what we really do, we've got a sign in common. It's factoring by distributive property. Sine divided by sine leaves a 1. The sine came outside, the cosine here. We make the big T. Would you please look on your unit circle, or better yet in your brain, but in your unit circle, sine equals 1 where? 90 degrees. All right, let's see. 1 plus cosine equals 0. Take away 1, cosine is negative 1. Where is cosine negative 1? 180? Yep. Dave, is that a question, or were you going to say 180?
What does it say? C equals 1 if there's like a 1.
Oh my goodness, thank you. I'll edit that out. That's how you noticed I don't edit anything out. Okay. Okay. Absolutely my bad. Forget the last minute. Sine should equal Sine should equal 0, correct?
Yep.
Either that equals 0 or that equals 0. Totally my bad. Forget what I just... That equals 0 or that equals 0. All right? So then, sine equals 0 at 0 and 360. Is that better? Sorry about that. That's my first blatant question.
Yeah. How did we get 1 plus cosine?
So right here, they had sine in common, so it came out. Sine divided by sine is 1. Sine came outside to play. Cosine did not go outside, so cosine stayed inside. All right. All right, sorry about that. All right, let's do one here. Try not to mistake. want it to be 2x squared plus x minus 1 equals 0. You want to factor that. Multiply to be -1, adds to be 1. When you go through the whole process, you get this. When you go through the whole process of factoring, which I'm not going to keep reteaching factoring a billion times, I'll ask you individual. So that's how that would factor. So this one factors into 2 sine theta minus 1 and sine theta plus 1 equals 0. So that's how that factors. You got to do the factoring. Then I'll try to do this better. We do the big T, and you go this 2 sine minus 1 equals 0. Sorry about that last time. And we'll look for the sine equaling 1/2, and I believe we're going to get 30 and 150, am I right? I think so. That's a 5. And cosine sine, probably 270, is that right? All right. Okay, not based on the unit circle. Not based on the unit circle. I'm going to only ask you to answer one answer. My answer key had more than one. So if I have, or should I, let me do it in cosine. Do it different than your review. Does it factor? I'm going to go the whole process. I want it to multiply to be -12. I want it to add to be 4. And I think I got a chance. It's going to be 6 -2, right? 4x squared plus 6x minus 2x minus 3. In here we got a 2x in common, leaving a 2x plus 3. If that's a negative, you pull out a -1. I apologize. Pull out a -1, and it's a 2x plus 3. So that factors into 2x minus 1, 2x plus 3. All right, so this one factors into 2 cosine theta minus 1 and 2 cosine theta plus 3 equals 0. Poop, I wish that hadn't happened. What was it, 2 cosine theta minus 1? Is that what it was? Mm-hmm. All right, well, can I get rid of that? I don't know. The big T, 2 cosine theta minus 1 equals 0. That's going to work. That's going to become a 1/2. But then here's what's going to happen here. And by that way, that one is on the unit circle. Here, when you do this, you're going to get cosine theta equals -3/2. Is there anywhere on the unit circle where it goes back 3/2? The answer is no. All right, so that part, there's no solution to that